Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm making a soaking solution for cloth sanitary pads. So I'll just show you a few things that you'll need. I shop at Tesco, so obviously most things I've got here are from Tesco, but any supermarket will do these things, and I think Dettol does one of these as well. It's an antibacterial laundry cleanser. Now, that'll kill the bacterias. Also some soda crystals, which are brilliant for removing stains and softening the water. Really good. And a bar of just general soap. This one is Tesco Value soap. So we're going to need half a bar of soap. So I'm going to start by grating this. You also need a bucket. If you haven't got a small bucket, perhaps something like your washing up bowl will do for this. So I'm going to grate half of the soap into my bucket. I've used the small hole sides on my grater. So I'll just keep grating this. While I'm grating this, I've put the kettle on to boil. Alright, it's nearly done. You can use any soap for this, but I just went for the cheapest one. I make laundry detergent as well, and it's the same one I use for that. It's really cheap soap actually. I think it's about 25p for this bar of soap. And that's the Tesco Basics range, which I think changed from the value range. And today we're making 3 litres. Right, I think that's about half. You'll also need a container to store your soaking solution in. I've got an old fabric softener bottle, which happens to be 3 litres. But you can use any recycled bottles that you've got. Right, there we go. Just get all of that in there. Right, so now I'm going to pour the boiling water on top. Now I know this bucket is a 3 litre bucket. So I know if I fill it nearly full, that's enough to fill my container. There we go. I'm just going to put another kettle on to boil. Right, so I'm going to give this a stir around. When making this, it's probably best not to use your house utensils. If you start making laundry detergent, keep certain utensils just for that. This won't take long to dissolve. There we go. Probably nearly all dissolved already. So I'll just put that to one side. Next, it's the soda crystals. I'm going to use half a cup of soda crystals. So I'm just going to pour that in there first, and then pour some water over the top. You have to do these two, the soap and the soda crystals, separate because it starts to react once you pour it in. Okay, there the kettle's just boiled, so I'm just going to pour this over the soda crystals. And also give that a little stir about. Just keep stirring until it's fully dissolved. Okay, that looks pretty much dissolved. And now I'm going to pour that into the bucket of melted soap. There we go. Give that a good stir around. I'm just going to top this up a little bit because I think I need a bit more for 3 litres. There we go. Now the last thing to go in is the antibacterial laundry cleanser, and I'm going to put half a cup of that in. Give that a stir about. There we go. Okay, now you can leave that to cool for a few hours if it's too hot to go into your container, but I think it's going to be okay for me to pour straight into my container. So I'm going to use my smaller jug and bit at a time. Now you can do this over a sink if you're worried about making a mess. You can also use a funnel if you'd like. Now what I do with my pads, I have a nice little sort of like bucket, waste paper sort of bin. And you can get loads of lovely different sorts with the little lids on. You know, like a little 5 litre, 7 litre mini bucket with lid. And I put a couple of capfuls or a capful or so into the bottom of my container and then top it up with water. So I'll show you with this container here. Now you obviously then just leave the lid off this and let it cool down. Okay, I haven't quite got it to the top, so I'm going to just top that out with some water for my 3 litres. There we go. Now I'm just going to leave this up one side to cool down, but when I make up my bucket of solution, I will pour a capful in here, maybe 2, but probably like a capful actually, pop it into my little bucket and then fill it so far with water. I'll then, with my used pads, so with my used pads, I'd have topped it up so far with water, I will then just place them into the bucket and they'll just sit there and soak until I'm ready to do a wash. I will then, once they've soaked for a few days and I've got a little pile of them, I'll rinse that out, put some more water in, rinse it, and then just chuck them all in with a normal wash. Or if you haven't got enough clothes up to do a wash, just chuck a towel in with them. And that's how you do it really. So a brilliant way of pre-soaking your pads before washing them. It really does make a difference. I've had no staining on my pads and they look as good as new. So you'll need to leave this to cool down. It's quite hot at the moment, and as it cools down it goes solid. So before you use it you need to give it a good shake, and then after you've given it a good shake it pours out a lot easier. It is quite viscousy, but it does the job and it's absolutely brilliant. Couldn't live without this stuff. I hope you've enjoyed my video for my cloth sanitary pads soaking solution. It's absolutely brilliant stuff. So if you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more DIYs. Thanks for watching. I've also made some labels for you to put onto your bottles so you know what's in your bottle, and you can also put a date of when you made your product. I'll put this picture on my Facebook page and just click Save Picture and then print onto A4 label sheets with sticky backs on.